All right, folks. Sorry for that very long intro. I was trying to figure some things out. I'm Baby Moy. She's Star Fox. He's Ness. We are ENT Hooligans coming at ya.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Hope everybody out there enjoyed their weekend. Yeah.
My weekend was dope, man. Can't complain, you know. Pretty relaxed. You know, just another day, another dollar, new scenes, new people to meet, new lessons learned. You know how that goes.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Yeah, man. So how was your weekend, buddy?
Our weekend was awesome, man. Got to spend it with family.
It's cool, man. Nothing like that.
Nothing like it at all, man. Nothing like it at all.
Nothing like good family ties, man.
Not at all. I mean, it's funny. We talk about that a lot here on ENT Hooligans. I mean, we gotta keep things in perspective here and make sure we celebrate the finer things in life.
Absolutely.
The real finer things in life.
Yeah, the real final things. I mean, material things are fine, but
not those novelty items. We're talking about the real final things.
Exactly. You know, las cosas internas. You know, lo que importa en realidad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I want to welcome you guys to a new week, to a new edition of ENT Hooligan content, which we will be bringing to you throughout the stretch of this week and beyond. Boy, could have adopted that trademark, huh?
To Beyond, yeah.
Beyond. Well, who was that? Was that Austin who started that?
No, that was you, actually. Yeah.
Was that me?
Yeah. Shout out to Austin.
What up, Austin? Hope your vacation's going good, man. No
doubt, man. Hope you're enjoying yourself out there.
Hopefully you'll be on with us tomorrow, so we could chop it up on here.
No doubt.
You know, it's crazy how these slang terms have come back to fruition. Chop it up.
You can't, excuse me a second.
What in the world is Star Fox?
I'm right here.
Oh, you're all quiet. I introduced you and everything.
Hey, guys. Sorry, you guys were talking about y'all's weekends and stuff, so I didn't want to interrupt.
There we go.
How's it going, hooligans and gooligans?
Well, I mean, I'm cool. You know, I'm over here just chilling. Ness is wearing his hat over there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Making his hat debut.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is baseball season, so I figured, okay, why not, right?
Really,
bro?
It's
the occasion.
Wow.
Really baseball season, though.
Go Yankees!
Check this beat out.
Ooh, I like the sound of that violin.
Check that out.
Yeah. Scott Storch.
Well, before we get the festivities started, I always want to remind you guys to please give us a like and subscribe, and also comment down below. Let us know ways in which we could make the show better. Tell us what you like, we'll do more of it. Tell us what you don't like, we'll do less of it. That's the only way that we can improve as a conglomerate, as a show, as a family, as a group. Y'all know the deal, y'all. We are ENT Hooligans for your podcast and gameplay needs. The entertainment hub for you, me, and for all. How was that, y'all?
Hey, that was good.
Right on. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's all come together and bridge this gap, and hey, Let's enjoy the ride.
That's right.
That's what I call silky smooth.
Silky smooth, yeah.
So, I want to start the week off a little bit on a suave type of note. Now, I didn't tell any of the crew here what I was going to discuss or what I wanted to discuss here on YouTube on ENT Hooligans. So this will be kind of a surprise, I guess, give or take.
Yes.
And the other thing is this SportsVista or is this Endless Possibilities?
Why don't we let, our fans decide what this is?
Because we've already predetermined what it is.
Good point.
And we're not live at the given point.
Good point.
And,
good point.
And again, I've already decided what we were going to talk about.
Right.
Well.
You guys are just out of the loop. See, y'all got to read. See what I mean?
I guess we got to go to the pre-production meetings, right?
Yeah. I don't go there, man. What's wrong with y'all?
Well, you see, I had ran into some traffic this morning, and then I had a flat tire.
and see, it was raining too, and then it was all cold.
Then I had to wait for AAA, and they took like forever. So by the time they got there, the meeting was already over.
Yep.
So I just turned around and went on.
You didn't get the memo?
No.
You didn't get the mass text?
Yo,
No.
and we didn't even have Dunkin' Donuts either.
Wait a minute. Who was responsible to bring the donuts?
Management.
Well, when in doubt, there's always an Austin to blame.
Since he's not here to defend himself.
Much love, Austin. What's up, bro?
Absolute.
Oh, snap. So this will be very interesting because we're going to get different perspectives.
Go ahead.
Naturally, we're going to get different perspectives. Now, just to let you guys know, this is SportsVista, and I know you guys watching out there know because of the title. So it's no secret to y'all, but to them it was. So, SportsVista.
So welcome to SportsVista, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
That's right. Thanks for ushering them in, bro.
No doubt.
Really good move. Smooth. I think that'll be the word of the day. Smooth.
Smooth, yeah.
I always like to start off these podcasts with a little bit of fun. Just relax, kick back some, as opposed to just going straight for it. Because there's a lot of podcasters out there who just commence just with the serious stuff. You know what I'm saying? Without really, I wouldn't say properly ushering in, because every YouTuber more or less ushers their audience in, but it's more of a, okay, this is what it is, this is what it's gonna be.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be so serious, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, there must be some level of seriousness, but that shouldn't be too much so where it's just dull.
Right.
Hey, yo, Vico C would be dope on this.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. What?
¿Cómo va a ser que por una guerra tonta? Yeah, Vico
Yes,
C
that
would
does
be
sound
dope
like
on
something
that.
he would flow over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. So, SportsVista.
SportsVista. Let's get into it.
Now, this will be interesting on account that two are in the loop and one is more or less out of the loop in terms of what we're going to discuss here on SportsVista. And Ness, I'm pointing to you, my brother.
Oh.
All right.
You're out of the loop, man.
I'm pointing to you, man.
All right. So what you got? What you got in mind, man? What you got?
So, it's no mystery at all, especially for those who follow me on Facebook, and that is my private page, not the ENT Hooligans page, which I will be putting on the description as well, so you guys could follow us on there and on Twitter as well. So be on the lookout for that. Hit that expansion button to see more in terms of the description, and that way you guys can get the information as to how to follow us on both Facebook and Twitter. That is if you're on a mobile device. If you're on a computer, obviously it's all there in front of you without you having to hit expansion tables, buttons, columns, and so on and so forth.
That's right.
I should do reads. No? Yes?
Well, you did play woodwind instruments before, right?
Hey. Yes, I did, sir.
Oh.
I also played brass.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Don't you still have a trumpet?
Yes, I do. It's out of tune, though.
I see.
Oh, just put it in a mute. You'll be good to go.
But anywho, 1 out of the loop and 2 in the loop.
All right. So what are we talking about today?
And as I was saying, it's no secret that I've been watching a lot of what's going on in terms of the land of the rising sun. That's Japan, folks.
Yep.
And boy, you know, personally, outside of podcasts, I've had these discussions with Ness in terms of how bad set product has gotten over the last 7-8 years.
Give or take, yeah.
And was it a realization yesterday more so than ever before? I mean, you want to talk about night and day and night. Bruh. Let me tell you this. Let me just give you a little wrap up of what happened last night. Just because. Just for humor's sake.
Okay.
So the paper.
And for those who may be wondering what we're talking about here is last night was WWE BattleGround.
WWE so-called BattleGround.
Quote unquote BattleGround, yeah.
Here is my reaction. Ugh.
Yeah, it was a snooze. Now, let me say this before we get to the wrap up. This event took place in Philly. Okay, now Philly is usually a rowdy crowd, just like the Chicago audience, just like the New York, New Jersey audience.
Philadelphia sports fans are very, very passionate about their sports.
Correct, even when it comes to sports entertainment.
Yes.
So, yesterday you heard nothing but crickets. Wow. Ironically enough, there's crickets on this beat.
Yep.
Good timing.
Mm-hmm.
Good timing.
Now, there's something wrong with that picture. Crickets at a Philly crowd.
Yeah.
Usually, that
usually doesn't happen. Usually you'll get a reaction, whether it be good or bad. Usually they'll give you a reaction.
Correct. And if a show is bad for the most part, they'll hear it. WWE will hear it from the Philly fans.
Yes.
Yesterday,
if it's good, they'll hear it. But the worst thing that could possibly happen is for a crowd to be indifferent.
Yesterday, they just didn't give a damn. We started off the event with a tag team bout between the New Day and the Usos. Pretty good match. I mean, there were a lot of high-flying spots, and Kofi Kingston took a nasty power bomb on the outside, and there was also shades of Shelton Benjamin and Shawn Michaels super kick. Remember when this guy went diving off the ropes and Shawn caught... Shawn caught Shelton midair.
Yeah.
So there were shades of that, yeah. But New Day went over here to capture the tag team championships, which was good. I don't mind it. I mean...
Wait a minute. The tag team belts still exist.
Yeah.
Yes, with a very lackluster tag team division.
Of course. Why am I not surprised?
But nevertheless, this was a good contest. I'm not gonna really piss all over this one because it was what it was, and you give credit where credit due. So this was a good match for all purposes. Then we move on, and chronologically, I'm gonna try to do my best. I believe the second match was it Corbin and Nakamura?
Wait, was that the third one?
I want to say it was.
It was the third one.
Are you sure? What was the second one?
I don't know.
The second one wasn't really memorable at all. Huh?
No, I don't think it was.
Well, let's just say it was Corbin and Nakamura. The match was what it was. I mean, listen, I get what they're doing here. They didn't want to hurt Corbin because he's the Money in the Bank winner. So they didn't want to necessarily have anyone go over on him. But at the same time, they want to protect Nakamura. So they can't have anybody really go over on him.
Right.
And so we finished with a Nakamura DQ victory. Which again, I understand it, but this is how I would have booked it. As opposed to Nakamura putting in defense and Corbin just going offense a majority of the way. I would have had Corbin hit his finisher. And at this point, Nakamura does a miraculous kick out, right? And then as he's mounting a comeback, when he's got the crowd hot for the last 3 to 5 minutes of the match, when Corbin sees that he's in trouble, boom, then you could go and disqualify yourself. You know, at least the final minutes of that before disqualification can pretty much recompensate for what more or less
just
came out to be a stale finish.
Give off the impression that
he could have.
He's going to win. Or
right.
He could have.
Right. But not to be.
Yeah.
Then we move on to a 5-way divas or women's, whatever they want to call themselves nowadays. Women's. Before I get scrutinized, women's.
Okay? 5-way? Wait a minute. 5-way?
Yes.
5-way, yes. Which lasted only 11 minutes.
What?
Give or take. Yes.
Okay. It took 10 minutes to get one elimination, okay? So you figure, in matches that usually go a long stretch of time without an elimination, be it a fatal 4-way or whatever, if there's those gaps, if 10 minutes is what it took to get your first elimination, you figure the intervals were going to be more or less stretched out for the majority of the match.
Yes.
You might go 10 minutes, then 7, then 8, then 6, you know?
Yeah.
No, this went from 10 minutes elimination to the next minute or so, we had, 2 more eliminations.
2 more. Back to back.
And then we just had Natalya taking on Charlotte Flair, which, okay, it's always a pleasure watching those two wrestle, but nevertheless, the point is, eliminations happen too damn quickly. It's as if though booking was just horrendous, man.
Just to be clear, this was a fatal 5-way match that lasted 11 minutes.
Correct.
Yes.
With the first elimination taking place 10 minutes in.
10 minutes in.
That is horrible. That is horrible booking.
It felt like a filler match. That's how I thought it was. It felt like.
That's the way they treated it, pretty much.
Yes, it was just
because a fatal 4-way or triple threat or a 5-way, or in this case a 5-way. What the heck is a 5? Why would they even have a 5-way? That's just odd. Anyway.
Well, because they wanted to pencil people who aren't necessarily in the program, and you know how it is, bro. Filler.
Yeah, they basically treated it like a filler match. Because I mean,
and this was for number 1 contendership, mind you.
Boy, that goes to show you just what they think of the belts.
Yet nobody really fought as if though their life depended on it.
Right.
Mm.
Big problem. Okay, that's fine. Then we move on.
Right quick to any of you UFC fighters out there who are begging for that fighter bonus. If you want to make some money and win a meaningless belt, go to WWE.
Yep.
Not only that, you'll get good money though. As much as I'm bashing the product here, you'll get your money's worth.
That's it. You know what? That's another thing I want to get into too. Is the latest about the ratings that took place from this past Saturday's event.
Oh, we'll do that. Don't worry, we got this.
Stay tuned for that, folks. Stay tuned for that.
So, here we move on to AJ Styles taking on Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, yeah.
U.S. champion AJ Styles, mind you. Which, okay, on any other night this would have been dope. Again, I'm gonna rephrase it. On any other night, this would have been dope. Okay. Now, let me compare this situation a little bit to John Cena. And the reason I'm doing that is the following. When John Cena was U.S. champion, he would come out show after show and he would issue an open challenge for people who wanted to challenge him for the U.S. belt. Which by all means, I didn't find any wrong in that. If anything, it brought a little bit prestige or meaning to that belt. Okay?
Yes. Yeah, because he was the champion who took on all comers.
Exactly.
Correct.
So it gave the belt, it gave the belt merit.
Correct. Right. So pretty much AJ Styles was being scripted the same way. Okay. Only to succumb to a loss to Kevin Owens. Mind you, AJ Styles had won the U.S. title. Get ready for shock here. At a house show. The logic behind that. Hold on. The logic behind that. We need to get more ticket sales, so we're gonna get things popping at house shows now.
Since when did they start caring about house shows?
Yeah.
What?
Well, apparently, Vince cares about a lot of things that he shouldn't care about. Like, for example, he cares now about protecting their wrestlers in terms of, yes, you have to save kayfabe. Why? A little too late for that now, I think. But anyhow, match
for the people who don't know what kayfabe is, would you mind running that explaining that?
Kayfabe is basically staying in character. So Vince pretty much wants the wrestlers to stay in character once again, as it used to be back when. But kind of hard to do when you see Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman beat the hell out of each other, only to an hour or two after the show you see them on an Instagram picture chilling with each other.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because see, nowadays you can't. That's not going to work anymore because of the social media era that we now live in.
Exactly.
Of course, everybody's going to break kayfabe at this point.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to keep that going in this modern day era of social media. That's just not going to happen. Like
Exactly.
back in the Attitude Era, social media didn't really exist.
Nope.
There was, and towards the end of the Attitude Era is when social media was in its infancy.
Correct.
So they were able to stay in character because, yeah, we didn't have any other way of knowing. Oh well, hey, these guys are cool. We were all under the impression of, they can't stand each other. Oh man,
Exactly.
I can't wait to see them fight. Nowadays, that you can't do that anymore.
Exactly.
It is what it is. So for Vince to want that, to try to reinstate that now, is just dumb. Like, it goes to show you how kind of out of touch he is.
Yeah.
Very out of touch.
Definitely.
Like, listen, man, come to the 21st century. This is 2017, not 1997.
Exactly.
So this match, I mean, it was good for the most part. You had some nice back and forth submission exchanges and all that good stuff, as to be expected. But the match ends up in a really messed up looking schoolboy or roll up. And mind you, AJ Styles' shoulders weren't touching the mat, but yet KO gets the 3 count. And they didn't. You know how usually at the end of matches they review the tape and look at the replay? They didn't even go over the replay, which it really raises a question. Was this a botch finish?
It could have been. It could be. I mean, because
also the announcers didn't even follow it up after KO got the 3. There was nothing but silence.
Yep. That was
okay,
it.
so yeah, that must have been a botch finish then, because usually when they script it and they choreograph it that way, they usually would go to the replay and look it over and be like, well, and then that's how they would continue the angle and on the next pay-per-view.
Right, there was no, oh my God, what the hell happened here? Let's look at the tape. You see, look, his shoulders right there. There was none of that.
There was none of that, no.
Shades of The Rock and The Big Show at the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they continued that angle from there.
Who touched ground first, yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But it didn't happen. So, I don't know what to think there. But, okay. As if though things couldn't get any worse.
Oh, God.
Now, 4th of July was a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be logical to have had a flag match on SmackDown during the 4th of July on the actual day?
Yes.
All right. SmackDown is live now, right?
What significance does a flag match have
now,
a couple of weeks later? First of all. Secondly, I thought the winner of a flag match was the first person to
capture the flag
and capture their flag.
Right.
No, not here.
It was a bunch of takedowns.
You race to capture the flag, and then you have to actually place the flag on a I forgot what the hell they called it.
A pedestal.
Some crap like that. Yeah.
That's what they called it.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Now, I know it's WWE. I know it's scripted. I know some things aren't supposed to make sense. However, would injecting a little bit of logic and reasoning hurt booking for once? See, if I were Rusev, this is what I would do. I would have gotten Cena's flag. And it's controversial, yes. But, bro, think about it. You get the flag, and you do one of two things. Or one of three things. You break off the spot where John Cena's supposed to install his flag, or you throw the flag into the crowd to prevent John Cena from capturing, or you just break the flag in half.
That's what I was waiting for.
That would get you real heat.
Yep.
Ooh.
I was waiting for that. Didn't happen, though.
Why are heels now booked in such a way?
Hey, that would have been awesome, because then that could have set up for a match between Rusev and Colin Kaepernick at SummerSlam.
Oh, shoot.
Wow.
What the hell, bro? Oh,
Wow.
my God. Wow. What the hell? That's good. I like that.
We gotta make light. We gotta make light of the situation at this point, because man,
bro, and
go in.
To make things even worse, this thing went on for 20 plus minutes.
Yeah, I thought it was 30 minutes. Something like that.
Oh my God.
But it seemed like it went on forever.
Oh my God. And usually when John Cena's out there, hey, listen, people boo him.
Oh, excuse me.
Look at that.
I'm having a hard time sitting through the description of what this was.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time sitting through this too.
You didn't even watch it, folks.
And you didn't even watch it, so be lucky you didn't even watch it.
I was watching the soccer game at this point, though.
Oh yeah. Was it Mexico playing yesterday?
Yeah.
Yep.
And thankfully they lost.
Yep, Jamaica won. Was it 2-1?
1-0.
Okay, 1-0.
1-0?
2.
1-0. Yes.
1-0. Yeah.
So, this went on for 20 plus grueling, painful, agonizing minutes, which a lot of people aren't gonna get back.
Oh boy.
And usually when John Cena's out there, he gets a reaction. People boo the hell out of him. Bro.
Again, nothing from the crowd.
The only thing that
Nothing.
you got was when he came out and everybody started singing John Cena sucks.
Other than that,
Not even when he won. They
Nothing.
Nothing.
No cheers, no boos, nothing.
No.
So
And this was the theme throughout most of the night.
Where does Cena stand as far as, is he a heel? Is he a face? What is he?
Cena's a babyface now, be it that he has a limited schedule at this point. He's not even a full-time guy anymore.
Oh.
How ironic.
I know, right? He went on Hollywood.
After you talked about The Rock.
The Rock.
All this talk about The Rock, how he turned his back on everybody and blah, 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 blah. Well, look at
And
you
I'm
now,
here.
Vanilla Ice. What are you doing now?
What do you say? What do you say?
Now?
And I'm here every night.
Yeah, and he's there every night.
Yeah. Well, I don't care.
And
if
he's
you're
there every night.
I don't care if you're there every day, every night, every week, every month. You're still never going to be a bigger star than The Rock.
Exactly.
As I stated last week, The Rock is the biggest superstar in WWE history.
Yep.
I agree.
There are people who don't even watch the product who know who The Rock is.
Exactly.
Everybody knows
Everybody knows
who
The
The
Rock
Rock is.
Everybody knows it. Nobody really knows John Cena outside of WWE fan base.
I have a friend who just got introduced to The Rock because of that movie. What's that movie that he did voiceovers for? Moana?
Moana?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. She didn't know who he was.
People might know John Cena from Trainwreck.
He was in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Trainwreck, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was the dumb meathead that Amy Schumacher was screwing around with.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know. Wow. I didn't even know that.
Wait a minute. Is that her name, right? Amy Schumacher?
Amy
Yes.
Schumacher, yes.
Yes.
I want to make sure that I got that right.
Yeah,
she was awesome in that movie.
But
And LeBron James was hilarious in that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, John Cena was in Trainwreck.
Wow. I didn't even recognize. Wow.
But
That's
WWE's favorite superhero was in the movie Trainwreck.
Wow. I didn't even recognize him, which is weird.
that's what happened last night. It was brutal.
It was so boring. It sucked.
So how would you score that event?
Hold on, there's more.
There's more.
There's more.
We're not done yet.
Oh, the agony.
I know.
So Sami Zayn is doing filler matches now.
Why?
I don't know, bro.
Why do they have him doing filler matches?
Because they're
don't know.
stupid.
But anyway, he won
God.
his filler match against Mr. Canellis. He's not even going under Michael Bennett.
No, he's going under Michael Kanellis now.
And they refer to him as Maria's husband. In other words, he's playing the gimmick of somebody who's whipped.
Yep.
So basically, he's the Nick Cannon to Mariah Carey.
To Mariah Carey. Yes.
Correct. Go figure.
Wow.
And then to cap things off, Ness, as if though you couldn't be any more exhausted.
Please tell me
listening to
we're
this.
almost done.
Hold on, hush. Listen. Pay attention. We had the third ever Punjab prison match.
And guess who came out?
Hold on. Wait. Don't rush.
Boy.
We had Jinder Mahal taking on Randy Orton.
Oh my God.
For the third time, they main event a pay-per-view. Okay. Now, bad enough for those watching at home, they kind of had a hard time pinpointing where the wrestlers were. The live crowd had an even harder time pinpointing where they were. First of all. Second of all,
Boy. They're just throwing these events together now? Is that what's going on here?
it sure seems like it.
Good gracious.
Secondly, you know a match is bad. Forget about the history that you and I have with this match and other wrestling fans.
I don't even remember this match. I knew that it wasn't until the other day when you mentioned that there were two of them. Sorry about that. My earbud fell off.
Well, we fell asleep during the first one that we watched.
I forgot that there was even two of them. I thought there was just one.
The other one, apparently, The Undertaker was in it.
Yeah, it was Undertaker versus Khali. I forgot who fought in the other one.
It was Batista and Khali.
Oh my God. That's who it was?
Yeah, It was Batista.
Batista!
Yeah, exactly. So,
Anybody remember the epic argument between Umaga and Great Khali?
Oh God.
you know, the funny thing is, Ness and I would always sit here thinking about how would it be if these two were to cut a promo together.
And lo and behold, he spoke it into existence, and next thing we know, we're watching this, and here they are backstage with Shane McMahon. Hey! 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 I'm like,
And let me guess, did you hear "Oh my God" in the process of all that?
No.
No.
They were just
this is
speaking
just a
in their
backstage
native
segment.
language.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And man, Mo and I and Eddie, we were both in shock and amused at the same time. Man, we laughed the entire commercial break. For the entire commercial break, we were laughing hysterically.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was a good time.
Wow, I gotta see that later.
Hilarious.
I gotta see that later.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. I gotta see that later.
Oh, it was hilarious. Wait till you see it. Yeah,
Oh my
wait till you
god.
see it.
Okay, I gotta see that later.
So as though things couldn't get any worse in this match. You know a match is bad, by the way, when it takes a ring announcer 30 seconds to explain the rules.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
So there's 4 doors, okay, 4 gates in this cage. Now there's 2 structures, so it's a cage within a cage. You got to get out the first cage first, okay, and then you got to climb out of the outer structure.
Gee, no wonder this match. No wonder there was only 2 previous ones prior to this one.
Here's the thing.
Doing too much, man.
Here's the thing. The concept of the doors. You only have one chance to escape all of the 4 doors, and you only have 60 seconds. A 60-second window from when you say open the gate to when they close the gate back. Okay? So, after all 4 attempts are already used up, you got to climb out of that cage as well. So, climb out of that cage, jump back down, climb out of the outer structure, jump back down.
I'd like to know who the brilliant mind behind this was.
Did anyone understand that? Because I'm trying my damn best to
figure
explain
that
this.
out.
That is way too freaking
That's
much.
way
That is
too
way
much.
too much to process, man. Just for a gimmick match. Come on, man.
So anyway, they get out of the first cage, and Jinder Mahal's running buddies, the Singh brothers, come out. Surprise, surprise. Nobody could have predicted that one.
Right.
So anyway, they were
Oh,
under the ring. They appear. They start attacking Randy Orton. Randy Orton's got these nasty welts on his back, and he's bleeding, and all this good stuff, right? Supposedly this is good stuff, and this should have been good stuff, and the crowd should have popped for this, but they didn't pop for this.
This all should have been good stuff. Absolutely.
The crowd did not pop for this, for any of this.
Wow.
Not even a battered, beaten, bloody Randy Orton did it at this point. But anyway, match doesn't end here. Randy Orton
It doesn't end there. Oh, God.
Orton tosses one of the Singh brothers off of the cage. He lands on the table. Boom, ba boom, ba boom. It was a nasty, dope hit, by the way.
Yes.
I hope Mr. Singh is okay though, because
Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
yeah, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. I hope Mr. Singh is okay though, because when he hit, bro, it looked like he suffered some whiplash.
Ooh.
Yeah. I assume he was
that's
okay though,
not
because
good,
he
man.
was functioning well afterwards. So I'm banking he was fine. Anyway, match continues, and it looks like Randy Orton's gonna win this one. Right as he's about to make his escape, the Great Khali comes out.
The great Khali.
Yep.
Who mind you, could barely walk to the ring.
Why would they bring him back?
Thank you. The Great Khali comes back, takes a few steps up on the cage, proceeds to choke out Randy Orton, giving Jinder the opportunity to escape the cage and win and retain the belt. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is BattleGround.
I think I need some coffee after that right now.
I need something.
or a Red Bull or something to wake me up from that after that.
Now, 2 things came to mind. The first one being, damn, that was the worst pay-per-view I've ever seen in history.
Even worse than that Money in the Bank pay-per-view we watched.
Yes. The second thing that came to mind was, man, a lot of us went from watching that to watching this.
Yo. Yeah, because there was an NJPW event on Saturday, as I recall.
Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, there's a 19-day event going on here. It's a tournament.
19-day event.
Yep.
19-day
Tomorrow we start
tournament.
back up.
Awesome.
We've seen the best of the best of the best of the best wrestling in the world.
Yes.
Not the best wrestling. The best wrestling in the world. Here's the thing. So as everything sunk in, I started thinking to myself, and I said, A lot of times when these pay-per-views go bad, a lot of times when we're left with that sour taste, a lot of wrestling fans like to go on social media, like to go on YouTube, like to go on Dailymotion, and they start these anti-WWE crusades. They start saying things such as boycott WWE, cancel your WWE Network subscriptions. Some of it is true, most of it is noise. Again, some of it is true, most of it is noise. And what I was thinking to myself was, if we really want to make some significant, meaningful, straight to the point noise, we have to actually not just say it, but we've got to be about it. You say boycott WWE. Now, this is for all those fans out there. Seriously, when you say things like this, please, 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 please be about it.
Absolutely. You know, this is coming from somebody who actually has been about it. Okay, I was watching from 1999 to 2009, and as I seen the product go down the crapper with this PG BS, and then on TNA they were going down the crapper with their, as I said before, the cancer that was Hulk Hogan. I decided I'm out of here. I'm done with this.
That he did do. And he's stuck to that ever since.
I'm so glad I don't have my WWE Network subscription.
Now, here's the thing. There were a number of people who were on YouTube, on certain podcasts, and on Twitter, and every other form of social media. Some people were going around saying, support NJPW, boycott WWE.
WWE. Right.
And, bro, it might be small steps right now, because NJPW is just starting to make a splash here in the U.S. But them boys are making a statement.
They're coming. They're coming.
The fans are slowly and surely realizing what it is.
And this latest event, pay-per-view, is another sign of that the fans are fed up with the current American wrestling product. They're fed up with it,
bro.
And they're not just fed up. They're disappointed. They're disappointed. I dare to say they're devastated. But it's like, you know, it's like being betrayed by your idol.
Exactly.
You know,
yes.
A lot of these WWE fans grew up watching the product.
I know, I did.
And to see it become what it is now, it's like, it's disappointing, it's devastating. You feel hurt, you feel disappointed, you feel angry, you feel betrayed, you know.
Let me take you back a little bit, Ness. Obviously, you know, I grew up watching the Golden Era.
Yes.
Which was the days of Hogan, Warrior, Ted DiBiase, all them boys. And as somewhat cartoony as it was even then, and the product was even PG for us before Attitude Era, okay?
Right. Right.
All that to say this, PG isn't essentially the problem. And I'll tell you why. I remember we had angles, even in the midst of that Golden Era PG type of rating. I remember we had stories. One particular that I remember is Ric Flair and Randy Savage, where in that particular scenario, Ric Flair was going around saying that he slept with Ms. Elizabeth and that he had nude pictures of her as well. Nothing PG about that. There was another angle between Mach and Jake the Snake, in which Jake put his hands on Elizabeth. Nothing PG about that. There was another angle between Bret and Owen Hart, the jealous brother living in older brother's shadow. Bret Hart at the Royal Rumble, almost getting his knee completely shattered. Nothing PG about that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So what am I saying here? Even within the confines of a PG element,
The storylines were still
WWE
compelling.
or F at this particular juncture were not afraid to push the envelope.
Because in reality, in reality, wrestling was not meant for children anyway.
It's wrestling.
It wasn't meant for children anyway. This ain't Winnie the Pooh or Dora or any of that.
You know? And if we look at it now it's just complete trash. There's no compelling storylines, really. And whenever it seems like they're going to write something or do something that's compelling, that's interesting, they go back and shoot it down.
Yep.
What's the point in that?
But the fans are fed up.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. The fans are fed up.
NJPW, boycott WWE.
This again is another effect of the social media era that we now live in. Number one, back when we were watching it, WCW and ECW had already been done. They had already been bought out. When I was watching, WWE, WCW and ECW were already done. They had already gotten bought out by Vince, and they were dead already.
Mm-hmm.
So we had no other options. There was no other wrestling organizations to watch, and social media was still in its infancy at the time. But here we are now. Now you have NJPW. Now you have you had Ring of Honor, you had TNA at one point. The social media era now, it's more accessible for fans to explore other options.
Correct.
Now there are other options to explore. It's not like before, where WWE was ruling the American wrestling industry for years upon years, and nobody was really giving them any competition. TNA had potential to overthrow them. They had that potential.
Until they brought the mess, which is Hogan.
Yeah, until they brought in Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, exactly.
A.K.A. Terry, what's his name?
Terry Bollea.
Terry Bollea.
But don't call him Terry, folks.
No. He must be called Hulk. I'm the Hulk, brother. Yeah, Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, now people are fed up. The same fans that have been watching since the golden era, all the way up until now, they're fed up. They're fed up. They're tired. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired. So now, hey, if all you fans are really serious about boycotting WWE and supporting NJPW, go for it. Or even if you're not going to support NJPW, hey, if you want to boycott WWE, go for it. If you're that fed up with the product, just let it go. Let it go. You have other options out there. You have the fight bit. You have the fight game. You have other sports out there. And I'm talking strictly to those fans who aren't fans of sports, but strictly sports entertainment. Look, sports is compelling.
It is.
It's very compelling.
Here's the crazy part, bro. Now it's gotten to the point where if I'm watching Raw or SmackDown, first of all, I don't sit through the whole program anymore. And it's not a matter of, holy crap, I'm pissed that this show right now sucks. It's more matter
like, wow.
of, I'm just going to stop watching and I don't care anymore because I got NJPW. It's gotten to that point where it's like, yeah, just let it roll off. I don't care no more.
So by all means, go on with your crusade. I mean, if you're really that fed up with the product, hey, do what you got to do. Trust me, you'll be a lot better off. You'll be a lot better for it. Look, I walked away around like 2010. I almost came back in 2011 when The Rock came back and they teased a possible revival of the Attitude Era. Didn't happen. It compelled me enough to see what The Rock was going to do, but it wasn't enough to totally pull me back in, because I wasn't going to sit through hour and a half of garbage just to see a half an hour Rock segment. Wasn't going to do it. It wasn't enough. It was the product wasn't on it without The Rock wasn't good enough to keep me interested to wait for him to cut his promo. Not only that, I was totally disappointed with the way they executed his feud with John Cena. It was horribly done. Horribly done. The most one-sided feud I've ever seen. And at the time, John Cena was the face of WWE, and they just had him look so horrific.
And I'm still gonna stand by it. As much as I don't like the guy, he should have been the one to go over.
Yeah,
especially after all the ass whoopings that he got verbally.
Right.
Yeah, after taking one verbal beating after another, week after week after week for an entire year, he should have gone over at Mania. And then The Rock should have won the rematch. And then they could have just left it at that.
That's it.
But no, that's not what happened.
Because rematch one, the point is, I won the first match.
Right.
Which is more significant than winning the rematch.
Right. Which would have made the storyline even that more compelling, because, people would have wanted to see a rematch. Like, oh, John Cena beat The Rock by it. But man, week after week after week, The Rock verbally ripping him to shreds, week after week after week after week after week for an entire year, and then winning the match at Mania. It's just like, okay, who did he piss off backstage?
But yeah, it's kind of sad, bro, to say that me, someone who's watched this since I was 4 years old, bro.
Yeah.
And to be at a point now where it's a matter of, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how crappy you are, because I have.
You have now you have NJPW. And that's what I said before. Now, in this day and age of social media and the internet, you now have you can explore other options now.
They're making noise, bro.
They are making noise.
Matter of fact, NJPW, they're actually setting up dojos here in the U.S.
Wow.
Yeah, I figured they would.
Setting up dojos here. Well, what's that tell you, man?
They're coming, man. They're coming. They are coming.
And here's the thing. NJPW ain't TNA. In other words, what I'm saying here is NJPW ain't a small company.
No, it's not.
NJPW is big leagues. They've been around since 72, my man.
Wow.
And as I've stated before on previous podcasts, wrestling everywhere else around the world is treated like an actual sport.
The point of a pre-show, and I'm glad you said that, the point of a pre-show is to recap events leading up to set feuds and matches and what you're going to see at that given pay-per-view.
And break down each match or what have you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why do I need to see these video packages after I've seen the pre-show where they recap all of this? Why during the pay-per-view itself do they feel the need to, in between matches, once again bombard us with the video package?
Yeah, either show the video packages between the matches or during the pre-show, but not both. We get it, but we don't need to see that. It's overkill.
No.
It's overkill.
NJPW, bro, you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's just match after match after match.
Match after match after match after match.
And not only is it match after match, it's a matter.
It's one awesome match after
of
another awesome match.
What's going to top this?
After another.
You see the next match. What's going to top that?
Yeah.
You see the next match. What's going to top that? And it just keeps on going.
Exactly.
It's
And
just
not
like
to
we were
mention-
saying,
even
just
the
like we were
multi-
saying about about Bellator events and Strikeforce events prior. Just like that.
Bro, even multiple tag team matches. You've seen it.
Yeah.
it seems confusing at first because of all the people involved, but
then you get it.
So easy to follow.
Yes.
As quick and as in your face as it is, and as many people as there are out there in the ring, it's so easy to follow. First of all, because what those announcers do at New Japan, they commentate what's going on in the ring, first and foremost. We don't have Kazuchika Okada fighting Kenny Omega, and they're talking about what happened between I don't know Sonata and
Suzuki
and yeah, Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah. JBL.
You know, when I watched that NJPW event a couple years ago when we were chilling, it felt so it felt so awesome to feel like I was watching an actual sporting event.
'Cause you are.
Yeah.
You really are. And what I like too, at the ending of the main event, if they're gonna cut a promo, whatever, they cut a promo and then that's it. You know, it's so cool. And then, you know, you see them backstage.
And it's more a shoot promo, if anything, bro. Nothing's necessarily
major.
in character.
Right. It's just like, I'm gonna kick your ass kind of thing. Whatever.
Yeah, and I appreciate it, especially because I grew up watching sports. So that's what I grew up on. So that you know, so that whole atmosphere is something I totally appreciate it.
I mean,
when I stumbled upon WWE in 1999, I love the sporting atmosphere. I love the build up to the matches. The compelling storylines that led up to the matches.
Right.
The classic, but once that started to go, I'm like, okay, I got to get out of here.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny because honestly, I'm seriously thinking about subscribing to NJPW. I don't care. I think they deserve my money.
Yeah, because currently she shares the account with me, but I tell everybody who I share with, listen, I don't mind doing that for you, but please
let them have your money because it's legit.
Please give them a little bit of your money. I'm usually not an advocate for that sort of thing, Ness, but bro, I freaking believe in this product, bro.
Yes, and I got a text the other day, I think it was yesterday, from my cousin. I have a cousin who lives up in Japan. Him and his partner went to go there. They actually have tickets to all the events.
Oh, they went to see him live? Oh,
yeah,
snap.
They have all the tickets. You want to know how much they cost?
How much?
$100 for ringside.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. $100 for ringside. That's it.
For ringside seats?
Yes, for ringside seats. It's $100 in American money.
That is a sweet deal.
Yeah, it is. And they have, I believe they have ringside seats for the last matches, for the last 3 matches. The rest of them, they don't. I know that for a fact.
Keep in mind, some of these events take place not in arenas, but stadiums.
Stadiums, yeah.
And those stadiums are usually packed.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
And they always have sold out events, bro. Bro, when they came here a couple of weeks ago, both nights sold out in a matter of minutes. Again, keep in mind, we're talking about New Japan here.
Yeah.
Both nights, 1 and 2, sold out in a matter of minutes.
Oh, and
people have spoken, man.
And 38 different states showed up to this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, and
that is incredible.
I didn't tell you this, but my cousin actually stayed out. He camped out to buy those tickets. He said by like 8 in the morning, they were sold out. When was the last time you heard about somebody camping out for WWE tickets?
Hasn't happened.
But this happened in Japan. I mean, he was literally camping out, and it was thundering and raining and all this stuff. He didn't care. He was gonna camp out in a storm. He did it anyways.
Wow.
Let me tell you something, man. I've watched a hell of a lot of wrestling, and I've gone through a hell of a lot of transitional periods in doing so. But I have never, ever, ever, ever been exposed to a company and stylistically to a form of wrestling of which NJPW presents. It is all that and a lot more.
Yes. And you know
Wow.
what's great about this? This literally costs as much as a Hulu subscription. Okay?
It's $8.
It's $8.
Just to subscribe to their network.
$8.
There you go, people. You guys want a quality wrestling product for a reasonable price? There you go.
Yep.
It's a pleasure, bro. It's
Matter of fact, I mean, that's not even a reasonable price. That's a bargain.
It is.
it's as much.
That's a bargain. That's not even, to say. I mean, it's beyond a reasonable price. That's a bargain.
It is.
It's
You're
as
getting your
much.
money's worth and then some.
It's as much a pleasure to talk about it as it is sitting and watching it, bro. 'Cause,
Yes.
look, man, I have not rated an event thus far lower than an 8.5.
The lowest rated event that you've seen is an 8.5. Wow.
I'll figure.
On mine, it's like a 9. I've always voted between 10 and 9. I mean,
9 and 10, yeah.
It's amazing. And granted, it's early as hell.
Yeah, but you could always catch the
But
tape
you can
delay.
always, yeah, exactly.
It's always on
Yeah, 'cause-
video.
yeah,
It's always on
obviously, 'cause
demand.
Demand,
Yeah,
yeah.
because of the time difference, obviously,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be a little earlier here in our time, yeah.
They're like 13 hours
But
ahead.
they
of
always
us.
have the video on
Yeah.
demand anyway. So.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
And they're quick about it, bro. I mean, it's just minutes after it airs. Boom, it's already on the VOD.
Right, so you don't actually have to get up early to catch it live.
No.
You can always catch it. Yeah,
Like later. Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
That's what's so great about it.
yeah. That's what's so great about modern technology. You don't, remember back in the day when you didn't want to miss anything live.
Oh, yeah. You had to catch it.
You had to catch it live. Now you don't have to. Now it's like I could DVR this, or I could catch it on YouTube later, or whatever. The
Right.
beauty of modern technology, man. This is awesome.
Yep. It's great.
Yeah.
But
So for all you devoted wrestling fans out there, you guys want a quality product? There you go. NJPW.
Please go check out NJPW. Please.
it's awesome.
Yes.
I mean, Josh Koscheck. Is it Josh? No. I'm sorry. Josh Barnett. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Josh Barnett.
Josh Barnett was also in NJPW as a wrestler. And now he's an announcer for that product.
He's an announcer now for the product. Holy crap! Wow.
Yep.
Good for him. Awesome.
Yeah, man. And I mean, listen, words ultimately cannot describe. You guys just have to see this for yourselves.
Yep. And if you guys want great commentary too, I mean, there's your great commentary as well. Because like we said,
There's JR and Barnett, and
Yep.
there's also
Kevin Kelly
right,
and what's his name? Don Callis?
Don Callis, yeah.
Matt Striker's not there no more.
Max Striker is in Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he was also another awesome color commentator.
Yes.
Him
Absolutely.
and JR working together, that was an awesome dynamic.
And,
Absolutely.
actually, JR said, because I was checking this out, JR said he actually likes working better with New Japan than he does for WWE.
I'm not surprised by that.
I'm not either. It was
I'm not surprised by that, yeah.
And you know who also has been at these New Japan events is Steve Austin.
Really?
Yeah, he's been
Steve
live
Austin,
in the
huh?
audience.
Oh, wow.
Dope, man, dope.
That is so cool.
I'm telling you, it is catching on like it's nobody's business.
Steve Austin's a fan of everything. You see him at UFC. You've seen him at UFC events too.
Yes. Yes.
I wonder if Kevin Kelly and Don Callis extended their flight for one day.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, they actually said in the commentary, the last commentary they did, they were actually gonna stay for
Longer.
the Sunday fight because they wanted to see it.
One thing that
I'm pretty sure they did. I would have. If I were them,
yeah.
I would have done it. Yeah.
one thing that I admire as well is the genuine crowd reactions, bro.
Yes.
And
Oh, yeah,
they're
yeah.
different than us. They're not so chant heavy. They
Yeah,
cheer.
they're not as rowdy as we are, but they definitely show
but-
they show appreciation for the art form. It's awesome. Yeah.
the respect, and it's crazy
Yeah.
because when they were here, that's one of the things I said. How are the American fans going to react? How will they behave? And bro, it was more or less the same atmosphere.
Yes.
It's as if though they watch and they've adapted to the style.
All I know is next time they're coming here.
This is what you guys have been yearning for a long time now.
Oh yeah. All I know is next
Yeah.
time they're coming here, even if they're coming here, I'm gonna find a way to go.
Oh yeah.
And a story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
It's all good.
cool.
It's all good. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. And NJPW, I can't stress it enough. Support it.
Yes.
Support it. Support it. Support it. And when you say boycott WWE,
Really
be about
do
it.
it. Really
be
do it.
about it.
Yep. Don't just say. I haven't been subscribed to the WWE Network since I met you.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
You know the ratings for WWE, and we're gonna get into ratings now, which that'll
Yes.
transition us into UFC. So the ratings for WWE, as if though they couldn't have plummeted and sunken any lower
Oh,
than what
boy.
they were previously. Now
Wow.
it's bad. We're doing 2 5s, 2 6s.
2.5?
Yeah.
Wow.
2.5.
And
wow.
this brings me to this. What's gonna happen come September? Because
Yeah.
we know
Monday Night Football versus Monday Night Raw.
how Monday Night Raw
That's a
ratings.
no-brainer.
We know how Monday Night Raw ratings go downhill on, during football season as
Yep,
is.
here.
Now, given the state,
They could have the Dolphins play the Jets on Monday night, and people are going to tune into that rather than watch WWE Raw.
but now, bro, think about it now though. Given how wounded this company is,
Yes.
Wow, that's bad, man.
It is.
That is bad. 2.5?
come on, man,
2.5?
Yep.
Wow.
they're done, bro. They are slowly but
The lowest-
surely
The
dying.
lowest rated Raw that I ever remember was 2.8.
Bro, the lowest Raw has gotten in recent memory is close to a perfect 2.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Wow.
I believe it was 2.13, something along those lines.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, that's crazy.
2.13. I mean, it's bad. It's absolutely bad. It and with this emergence of New Japan, people going elsewhere for their wrestling needs. Football season about to start. Bro, this company again is slowly but surely dying. Slowly but surely dying.
Wow.
Attendance for WWE events? Poor.
They've
Very
gotten worse.
poor.
They plummeted as well.
Yes.
I believe one of their last recent events, they had 10,000.
Where were they at?
We're jumping from 15, 16. Go figure.
And these are usually arenas that hold 30,000 people.
WWE Network subscriptions
And,
going
and
down.
for them to only have what you call it, 10,000 people at an arena that holds 20, maybe 30,000 people. Wow, that's bad.
WWE Network subscriptions have gone down. Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
Yep. Doesn't surprise me though.
No, it doesn't surprise me either. Boy, this is really depressing talking about this stuff.
I know.
Boy,
Jeez.
so much for starting off on a smooth note. Huh?
Right?
Well, believe me, it is smooth when, well, yeah. You'll see, folks. We move on from that to UFC ratings, as though things couldn't get any more depressing.
Where should we begin with that? Should we begin with
Another
UFC?
big and beloved company.
Should we begin with UFC 213 or Saturday night's Fox event?
Let's go with 213.
So UFC 213, there was a report that came out regarding the estimated pay-per-view buys It was estimated that did anywhere between 125,000 to 150 buys.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Lowest. I believe it was the lowest ever.
You know what that is, bro? That is the equivalent of numbers that TNA Wrestling does.
Wow.
Mind you, this particular card for UFC 213 was a highly anticipated one. You know, this was the card that was supposed to have TJ Dillashaw versus Cody Garbrandt. There was another fight that was supposed to take place too. Amanda Nunes versus Valentina Shevchenko was also.
Yes.
But both of those fights did not take place, didn't pan out. And the rest of the card just wasn't enough to hold people's attention. Just wasn't.
Another company that's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, wow, 120 an estimate of 125,000 to 150,000 buys.
That's on a regular basis a TNA Impact or Global Force Impact rating.
Wow.
That's just to give you an idea of how bad it is, Ness.
And then this past Saturday's Fox event was, I believe it
Hold on,
was
before you get to that, was the Fox event any good? Because I didn't tune in.
I didn't see the whole thing. I seen the last three fights. They were pretty good. It was pretty good.
Okay. So on a pretty good show, we score a rating of
1.67 million viewers. Lowest.
Wow. For a significant event like that.
Yeah. You look at that card. It wasn't a card that was really highly marketed. And it wasn't even. It's not that the fighters are crap. It just, again, the marketing for this event was.
Bro, let me ask you this: how much marketing has there been for UFC 214?
I haven't seen much of any, really.
And isn't it this Saturday, John Jones versus DC?
John Jones versus Daniel Cormier, the most anticipated fight of the year.
And yet. Let me
emphasize that again. The most anticipated fight. Not spectacle, folks. Fight. Grudge match. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be an all-out dogfight, a slugfest, a barn burner, a Donnybrook.
But look what they're getting. Are they on any Fox morning show? Are they on ESPN? Are they on the covers of newspapers, magazines?
John Jones was on Undisputed this morning. Daniel Cormier was on The Herd this afternoon. But as far as any other... and they were interviewed during Saturday's Fox event.
Anything outside of Fox?
Outside of that?
Or, which obviously has ties with UFC, or anything outside of UFC interviews?
That's about it, really.
That's about it.
Just the Undisputed interview this morning from John Jones and the Daniel Cormier being interviewed on The Herd.
You know, personally, how much advertisement I've seen for this? You want to take a guess? As towards how much advertisement I've seen for me personally? None.
The only advertising I've seen for this event has been on social media from their Facebook page.
I haven't even seen that.
That's the only thing I've seen. Television-wise, I haven't seen nothing.
That's just sad, bro. Considering who we have here.
This is a huge...
Considering the fact that John Jones is marketable.
You got John Jones looking to
pretty much vindicate himself.
And we got Daniel Cormier looking to avenge his only loss in a grudge match against John Jones, his bitter rival, his arch rival, his nemesis. This is what we have coming up on Saturday, live from Anaheim, California.
But yeah, how much
pay-per-view?
But yeah, how much noise is it making?
But it's not making much noise. All we're talking about is this WWE-like gimmicky BS spectacle of McGregor and Mayweather. Yeah. What we should be talking about a real fight that's going to take place between a real grudge match that's taking place this Saturday coming up.
I think we should call this edition of SportsVista Fuss Fest Rant Fest.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
Fuss Fest, Rant Fest. Hey, let's do it.
Hey, yeah.
This is what it is. John Jones, Daniel Cormier. This is one of the most anticipated fight of the year. Fight. I keep emphasizing that because McGregor and Mayweather is not going to.
No,
be
that's
a fight.
not a fight. That's a show.
No, it's just a show.
That's a show. That's a spectacle. That's a circus. Bring on the clowns, the elephants, the whatever else you have at a circus.
I like elephants.
I'm scared of clowns.
Hey, I like elephants, man.
I'm scared of clowns. I don't like clowns. They scare the crap out of me.
We're gonna watch it after this.
We are not gonna watch it after this. No, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna stay in there and I'm gonna lock myself in there.
No. You gotta face your fears.
No.
Fears.
No. You know what? It's because of that book.
What book?
What book?
It's.
Oh, there's a book to that?
Yeah, Stephen King wrote it.
Oh yeah.
Stephen King.
That scared me for life of clowns. It's a freaking spider in the end. I don't get it. But yeah, it scared me for life of clowns. I don't like clowns.
WWE. Damn it! UFC is another company that's in deep trouble. Bellator is on the horizon. Bellator's coming.
Bellator is coming, folks. Okay, so check that out. Okay, on Spike TV and on pay-per-view when they come on. Check that out. Bellator MMA is where it's at.
They don't have some crazy loopy deals going on here where they bound their fighters, by the way. Their fighters could make ends meet. They could make the greens. They could have their own sponsorships.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Unlike what's going on over there at the Big Pond.
Mm-hmm. So we got now here's the thing about this UFC 214. This is a stacked card, man. We got John Jones versus Daniel Cormier. We got there's another title.
We got another title bout too. I believe it's the welterweight.
Tyron Woodley versus Damian Maia, and then there's another one. There's another match taking place too. That's a big match.
It's kind of a grudge match sort of. Donald Cerrone.
Donald Cerrone and Robbie Lawler.
Yes.
Ooh, look,
it's a bar fight right there, man.
This is a stacked card that we got for Saturday night. But is it getting the marketing it deserves?
No.
Because we would rather cover circuses, okay? Clowns and elephants and hula hoop dancers, jumpers, and all this tight-ropers and all this other crap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we're talking? You know what the big story now is? Conor McGregor with his social media tweet back and forth with Draymond Green. That's what we're talking about now. Who cares?
How is that relevant to anything?
With who?
How is that even relevant? How is that even relevant to his upcoming whatever you call it in August?
It's not really relevant at all. It's just a filler story.
Unbelievable.
It's just a filler story.
I can't.
This is an absolute circus, as we continue to say. Of course, I'm not paying for this event. I might stream it live or whatever.
I hope you people have been popping bottles during this podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, I could use a bottle right now.
Seriously, pop bottles. Yeah, y'all gonna need it.
Yeah.
I should put the disclaimer right there on the description. Bottles necessary.
Yeah.
Should I put that?
Bottle advisory.
Esto es un aviso. Por favor, tengan sus botellas en mano porque lo que van a escuchar es bien desbrivo, así que por favor tomen a su riesgo.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't even know what else to say here. The ratings have dropped.
Yes.
The pay-per-view UFC 213 was a disaster. Wow, and a lot of people are fed up with UFC right now. Like the fight fans are again. Here we go. This has been the trend, the theme of today's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Fans that are fed up with the product.
Yes.
This is what's happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? They're speaking. They're taking a stand, bro.
Yeah, the numbers don't lie. Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie.
You know, I want to see how the Fight Pass numbers are doing. If indeed they're falling just like the WWE subscription numbers, which I don't doubt they are.
You know what the crazy thing is? this past event didn't really get much marketing to the point where I didn't even know that it was on Big Fox until Saturday night, where I turned to Big Fox and I'm like, oh, there it is. I didn't even know what time it started.
Wow.
I thought it started at 7. I turned to Fox FS1. I didn't see that. I didn't see it there. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it starts at 9.
Since when does Big Brother Fox do a rating like that for UFC? Since never.
No, that's a lot. No.
You know, these events on actual Fox
Last
usually
year's
score
event
big.
they had 2 million viewers. 2 million. 2 point something million.
These events usually score big. Not to mention, these events usually get big advertisements. These events are more or less treated as a pay-per-view event would be.
Yes.
But not in this case.
But when you fail to market your televised events, when you fail to market because again, it's not I mean, yeah, Chris Weidman main eventing this. Come on, you're telling me that Chris Weidman is not marketable?
A lot of people like Chris Weidman.
Come on, man. He's the hometown boy fighting at home, looking to redeem himself. You couldn't market that? Come on.
Bro, Bellator's coming, though. I told you, man, the last couple of events that I've watched, it's only been 2. But anyway, the last couple... I make it sound like it's...
Yeah. The last
but anyway,
that we have seen recently,
it's a lot like Strikeforce.
Those events have been fire, man. Man.
They remind me of Strikeforce. The atmosphere reminds me of Strikeforce. Obviously, the commentary will definitely remind me of Strikeforce.
Yes. Oh, Christian Cyborg. That's who's going to be on this card, too. Cyborg versus...
Yeah, but isn't she on the preliminary card?
I don't think so. She should not be. She should be on the main card. Come on now.
Because I looked at the card this past weekend and I didn't see her on the main card.
Is she on this? Wait, is she on the prelim card? Really? They put on the prelims?
I sure as hell hope not.
Yo, nah, man, she deserves to be on the main card.
Because I did not see her on.
She's fighting for the vacated featherweight title.
I gotta double check that and come back with.
Yes, yeah, we definitely will. Look into that too to figure that out for sure. But she's fighting for the vacated featherweight title. Let's talk about vacated title, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
Everybody went on this whole rant and rave. Oh, they should strip Amanda Nunes of the title because she did. Jermaine Durandamy. The inaugural featherweight women's champion, flat out refused to fight Cyborg. And she even said, "Hey, I'm willing to give up the title because I don't want to fight her."
But ain't nobody saying crap about that though.
No, everybody.
Ain't nobody calling her out.
No, nobody was outraged that she was rightfully so stripped of the title. Everybody kept talking about the hypocrisy in WWE.
You did it.
WWE has been so embedded in our minds right now, folks.
Yeah, well, WWE and UFC have seemed to becoming. There seems to be a thin line between UFC and WWE. Lately,
it's the same. It's the same difference, right?
Yeah.
Sad to say.
Jermaine Durandamy was stripped of the title, rightfully so. Because
if you don't have the willingness to fight, then you should be stripped of your belt, Connor.
And secondly,
yes, thank you.
If you haven't even defended the belt yet,
Connor,
you have no room to sit here and say who you will and won't fight. You
Exactly.
just got the belt.
Yeah, you're not in a position yet where you could dictate. You have no title defense. You haven't done crap to solidify yourself to be even called and recognized as a champion, to even sit there on your high chair thinking to yourself, you know what, I could dictate and call matches as I see fit. That just ain't gonna happen.
Very good.
But nobody was outraged about Durandamy getting. Because not to mention Jermaine Durandamy.
That's a hard name to say.
That's a hard name to say.
She, when she won the belt, it was in a very controversial fashion. So even her credibility as champion was already in question already because of the controversial way that she won it. So for her to sit here and be like, "Well, I refuse to fight," You deserve it. You deserve to be stripped of the belt.
Yep.
Okay? Because number one, you didn't even win the belt decisively in the first place. You won it in a very controversial fashion. I mean, many of us would argue that you should have been disqualified.
It was a very distasteful debut for that belt, by the way.
Yeah, it was. By the way, yeah. Boy,
what a misrepresentation.
That pay-per-view was garbage too, by the way. Anyway. What a battleground, huh?
Yeah. No Great Balls of Fire on display there.
Now, okay. Now, since we're just talking about the women, and people seem to have seem to be so damn critical of certain women and not others, let's talk about the bantamweight champion Amanda Nunes. Everybody is on her case. Oh, she's a quitter. Oh, she's scared. Oh, she should be stripped of the title. Oh, that. When has Amanda Nunes ever refused to fight anybody?
I've never heard her display any sort of unwillingness in terms of fighting an opponent.
No.
When has she ever refused to fight somebody?
Never.
Uh-huh.
She's the champion.
Yeah, she's the champion.
That's right. She's the champion. And she won it in decisive fashion. There was no argument about that. There was no controversy about it. She destroyed Miesha Tate. Poor Miesha Tate.
You're just mad because I beat you.
Then she very easily destroyed Ronda Rousey, just like she said she would.
It was target practice.
Yep.
It was target practice. And before that, she, beat Valentina Shevchenko. So I don't know why anybody would think that she is afraid of her. She's already beaten her before, so she's not really afraid of anybody.
Yeah.
She has chronic sinusitis, which for those of you who don't know, one of the side effects of that is pain to the face.
Yep.
So has she? I mean, just because you're cleared to fight doesn't mean that you are up to 100%.
Dana.
To go out there and because listen, injury is one thing. Illness is completely different animal.
That's a different animal.
Right.
Dana, you piece of crap.
That's a totally different animal. We have, she not only had to deal with the weight cutting thing, but also the sinusitis flare up. Which, again, one of the side effects of that is pain to the face.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be objective here, but I'm gonna quote JR and something that he said, and it was pretty funny. He said to a particular tag team in NJPW, he's like, man, the Young Bucks, they're annoying. They're like, he's like, they're like boils on the ass of life.
Oh, yeah. He did say that, didn't he? I forgot about that. He actually, they're like boils on the, yeah.
Go ahead, do it.
They're like boils on the ass of life. Says the Okie from Muskogee. Because I'm an Okie. I'm from Oklahoma. Yes, JR, we know you're from Oklahoma. We know.
He loves his barbecue sauce.
Oh my gosh, does he ever? I've never seen a man tweet so much about freaking barbecue sauce in my life.
A tweet about what?
Barbecue sauce. You gotta add the sauce to it.
You hear that, Ness?
That's right. Yeah,
man. But seriously, that to me, that's what Dana is.
Wow.
He's a man with the case of the limber tail.
So, we can't sit here and, crucify Amanda Nunes, who, by the way...
Of course not. We shouldn't.
Does not deserve that. Okay?
We shouldn't.
She's proven herself as a champion before. She's never refused to fight anybody. Okay.
But you know what's worse, bro? Okay. First of all, no one really has the right to scrutinize her, okay?
Right.
No.
Okay, but fans will sound off. Fans will get emotional. Okay, that's fine. In some retrospect, that's our right as fans, right?
Right.
But for this to come out of the mouth of the overseer of all things UFC,
of all people to say something about it, right. Of all people to scrutinize Amanda Nunes. Really, bro?
I'm never gonna main event her again.
Oh, just like you were never gonna. Oh, just like you were never gonna main event John Jones ever again.
What are you on, bruh? What are you on, you fat freaking... You know what?
Yo, he sounds fat. Like, legit.
I gotta be objective here, right?
Objectivity.
But sometimes,
it's very difficult,
folks,
It's difficult.
I just gotta give out my opinion. in my opinion, is that Dana White is a piece of grade A trash.
The blatant hypocrisy that he displays. Okay, he wants to throw Demetrius Johnson under the bus. He wants to throw Amanda Nunes under the bus, but he wants to blow Conor McGregor's. You get the point.
He wants
to blow it like a cello.
Yeah.
What?
By the way,
wow.
Cellos aren't woodwind instruments, you idiot.
You idiot. Cellos are not woodwind. You don't blow a cello.
No.
Good gracious. You call yourself a musician? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I caught that on social media, by the way.
Cellos are
wow. That poor excuse of a metaphor was brought to you by Migos.
Yo. Blow that beat like a cello?
Really? You don't blow cellos, bruh.
I had no idea a cello was a woodwind instrument.
What the hell?
Just because it's made out of wood doesn't mean you can.
It's got strings on it, you stupid.
Just because it's made out of wood doesn't mean that.
Whippa.
Hey.
Whippa.
Y que siga la fiesta.
Señoras y señores, bienvenidos a la Mega.
Hey, yeah, it does sound like something you would hear in La Mega.
That's right. That's good
stuff.
Amanda Nunes does not deserve the shrapnel of criticism that she has received here.
Correct.
Of course not.
Right.
Absolutely not. That's totally unwarranted. You know, she's never pulled out of a fight before. This is the first time this has happened. It's not like she has a history of this.
Right.
She has never refused to fight anybody, and she has established a championship reign.
Correct.
Because she's a champion.
And she's here.
And she here. And she not afraid to beat up nobody.
You got that right. She isn't.
Nobody. It's not even nobody. It's nobody.
Nobody. That's right.
Yeah.
And I mentioned Demetrius Johnson earlier. Hey, congratulations to Demetrius Johnson for winning the ESPYs for Fighter of the Year.
Hey, he deserves it, bro.
Not even Conor McGregor won that. It was Demetrius Johnson.
He deserves it,
Wow.
man. He
Absolutely.
definitely deserves it.
Well deserved.
Just because. And you know what? He does something that Conor doesn't. Defend.
Yes.
Right. As we have said on previous episodes of Sports Vista, Conor McGregor is not in the same conversation with John Jones, Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre, Demetrius Johnson.
Never.
He's not in that conversation.
Never. Hell no. Not happening.
Conor McGregor, as we already know, Conor McGregor is a great fight seller. Fight seller, people. Not fighter, fight seller.
Right.
If he were a great fighter, he wouldn't have gotten his ass handed to him.
Exactly.
Because even when he's won, he's gotten his ass handed to him.
When he fought Chad Mendes, yeah. By the way, came into this fight on 2 weeks' notice.
And Mendes was giving him a run.
He didn't even come off a full training camp for this fight. He came in on 2 weeks' notice.
Wow.
You know what happened? You know what happened to Conor in that fight? He got dominated on the ground.
He did.
Dominated on the ground. Y'all don't believe me? Go back. If y'all have Fight Pass, go ahead and rewatch that. If not, then look at highlights here on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah. Chad Mendes was controlling him for the majority of that fight.
Serious. What was it? 2 rounds he controlled him, right?
Just about 2 rounds. Yeah. Or a round and a half, give or take.
Something like that.
Round and a half.
Good stuff. I wasn't even under the impression, oh man, he might pull this off here.
Yeah, I was like, oh snap, wow.
Conor not looking so good here.
You know, this is the drawback to Conor McGregor being such a great fight seller is that now everybody else is trying to be Mr. Personality. Everybody doesn't have that personality to sell
exactly.
a fight.
And it's so obvious when somebody's actually trying too hard. But you know what? It's sad. But you know what? But you know what? But you know what, Ness?
Post-fight interview.
But you know what?
After his fight against Kelvin Gastelum. Check out his.
No, but you know what, Ness? You know what, Ness? Here's the thing. See, they see it this way. Connor's making noise. The machine's getting behind Connor. So maybe that's what I have to do in order to be successful around here and in order for me to get paid around here.
Right.
And therein lies the problem. Therein lies
They think that that's the
problem.
formula that you need to adopt in order for you to be successful, not in MMA, but in the UFC.
Here's the thing. Has UFC made Conor such a huge star that the UFC won't be able to survive without him?
Bro, I'd hate to say it, but beforehand, I could have told you, you know what, they don't need set person. But at this given point, seeing his popularity and seeing how they look at him as a quote-unquote lifeline, I think I just answered you the question. You know, the answer to that question is
just look at this McGregor Mayweather spectacle. I mean, this is a byproduct of the reality show era. That
bro, but ever since this Mayweather and McGregor thing was put in play, it seems as if though, okay, in terms of the summer festivities that are undertaken in UFC during the months of anywhere between June and September, give or take.
Right.
These events have been very much undermined.
They happen.
Very much so overlooked. You know, very much so treated as just a throwaway type of pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Now,
it begs the question. It raises the question.
How much does everybody else in the UFC matter?
Not just that, but it raises the question: what do people really want to see? Do they want to see a circus, or do they want to see fights? Because look what's drawing more attention: the circus.
Exactly. You know, John Jones versus DC should be making more noise.
Absolutely. It should absolutely be making more noise.
September 16 should be making more noise.
It absolutely deserves to make more noise. Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. September 16 should be making more noise.
Making more noise. Because these are actual fights. But instead, we're talking about this reality show circus that is Maymac.
And by the way, just because I will be tuning into that Triple G versus Alvarez fight.
Yeah.
That looking good.
Check it out, folks. September 16th.
Seriously. Ness, I know you've been campaigning for that.
I have been, yeah.
But that's going to be good. Bro, listen, I'm not the biggest boxing fan, but that I will, believe you me, I will tune in to watch that.
Yeah, I haven't been a boxing fan in years either, but hey, I know a real fight when I see it.
And that fight, I'm tuning in. You best believe.
And look, I don't really care who Conor McGregor is sparring with or what videos. That doesn't matter. It is what it is.
Exactly.
Let's stop making it seem like Conor could just walk in there and face one of the best defensive boxers of all time, if not the best defensive boxer of all time, and win. Let's stop that.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna happen. But they're trying to sell you on it. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to sell you on this idea. This is what they're trying to do. They're whispering sweet nothings into your ear to get into your pants.
Point blank period. Like that.
So
people
go ahead.
Like that.
So go ahead, let them wine and dine you and screw you over.
But then those same people are gonna complain when they're short of $100.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Because remember,
the
Mayweather Pacquiao.
What is this? Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It was my right.
Really, bro?
Remember the old SmackDown theme song?
Of course. Chunk was
Classic.
dope.
Yeah.
You know
Once
what?
again, some more randomness here at ENT Hooligans.
ENT Hooligans.
That's what we're known for around here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yo, you know who he sounds like?
Who he sound like?
He sounds like the EA Sports guy.
Yes, it's in the game. Yeah.
Oh crap! Oh my god, he does.
Yeah, EA Sports, y'all. It's in the game. Good.
It's in the game. It's in the game. Yeah, it's in the game. Wait a minute.
What?
Oh, that's a nice saxophone score. Yeah.
Gotta love some of this free royalty stuff.
Right?
That was nice, man. That was nice.
That was nice.
Wow. Wow, okay, that's random.
Yeah.
There's more lyrics here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah? You got it.
Word. Yo. Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot
My dude said hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato.
Here's the hook, y'all.
What the hell, Ness?
Yeah.
You know, I think we should leave the folks on that note.
On that note, yes.
What'd you think?
That's a nice note to leave off on. Yeah, nice little humorous note.
Yes.
All this.
I think we've done a lot. Wow, for today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today was just us ranting about. Yeah, well, you guys already know. Y'all been. Yeah.
So, folks, as we proceed. Just thought it was a good touch. We encourage you once again to please like, subscribe, share the page, follow us on social media. Y'all know. Leave us comments down below. Let us know what's up, what's popping, what's not. And also, let us know what letter grade do you give this past weekend's both UFC and WWE events. And I would dare say NJPW as well, but that's on a league of its own, so we're not even going to touch that. We know all of us scored that at 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
and some of us even give that an extra
to
11.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, for ENT Hooligans, which is the entertainment hub for all you, me, and the rest of the world, and the universe.
And the galaxy.
And beyond.
And the galaxies.
And beyond.
And beyond. I'm Baby Moy.
I'm Ness.
I'm Star Fox.
And we are ENT Hooligans, y'all. So, till next time, for your video games and podcast needs. Hold on, here it comes. Oh, speaking of video gameplays. See ya!